Now I may be a dad in my 30s, but I think this thing makes me look pretty cool. So as you can see, I'm not much of a skater. In fact, I only asked eBay to send me an electric skateboard because I saw Casey Neistat rides one and thought, well, they're the thing. What I didn't expect is how much I would love it. But for $1,500, I want a bit more than a fun vehicle. I want a workhorse, so I had this idea. My work is 17.2 kilometers away up some fairly brutal hills. So if the Evolve can make it, and I know a lot of boards wouldn't, then I reckon it's deserving of a pretty good rating. So now that we're away, it's probably important to note that my journey to work starts with a pretty long hill. And that's a good time to talk about a really cool feature, regenerative braking.
The batteries recharge while you're braking, but they still work fine if the batteries are fully charged like mine are now. In fact, the brakes inspire a lot of confidence, a lot more than the throttle.
So one of the things you're probably noticing is that I've got different wheels on the board that I had before. Previously I had the AT tyres, the all-terrain tyres. I switched them for these 97mm nice and soft street wheels.
The all-terrain wheels were great for me to learn on and are great at stopping potholes from turning you into a piece of soft cheese. But the street wheels have better range and I think a better feel. Other boards won't even give you the option of swapping them. Now let's talk remotes. Firstly, yes, this thing is controlled from a radio signal remote. You get speed, battery, mode, signal and trip length on an LCD screen. I have struggled to connect the remote from time to time, but I've struggled far more with bumping the trigger while stationary.
One solution for the trigger problem I've found is using this 3D printed trigger guard. Now it doesn't look good, but it does stop the trigger from bumping on things when you're putting it down. Kinda handy, kinda should have been included in the box. Good time to do another battery life checkup. As we can see here, I've travelled 7.6 kilometers and I'm at 82%. You've probably heard of boosted boards. Now a boosted board would have given up apparently at about the 7 kilometer mark. It can't take me further than 40% of my journey to work. 76% at 9.1 kilometers. Pretty good, but what I'm worried about is the very steep incline at the end of the run.
You see, the weird thing about this battery meter is it doesn't tell you how much battery is left, it tells you how much is available. A big push of power will decrease the percentage until you coast for a bit and let it recharge, which is why I want as much in the tank as possible, because the end of this run is 3 kilometers straight uphill.
It's making it! It's making it! Fun. I don't think I've really showcased just how fun it is to ride one of these things, so let's roll a fun sequence. Okay, final hill, and probably my least favourite one on a bicycle, simply because you're at the end of an 18-kilometer run. It's doing it. Battery's at 0%, but it's still going. Look, 0%. It's still going! And that is it. Made it to the office. Board made it all the way. Final battery check. 44%. So I'm going to go out on a limb here and call the Evolve Bamboo GT the best all-round electric skateboard you can get in Australia, for two main reasons. One, it has the best mix of range, comfort and power, and two, it's Australian made, so all shipping and support are local. I do have to dock it a point for the silly trigger design and the way the motors stick out the back and are really easy to damage. But in spite of that, I give it 4 out of 5 stars.